out I don't think nukes are even real.
What?
That keeps showing up behind me in my security camera.
Hey, what's up y'all? Welcome back to another Bryce is Right. I hope y'all have had a great freaking week, and I know y'all ready to dive into this weekend that Bryce is Right way, where we jump into some of the creepiest and freakiest videos I can find in the deepest, darkest corners of TikTok. These aren't your ordinary videos. They're going to be blowing your mind, making your head spin, and having you question your reality. But of course, before we get started, let's go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't so you don't miss out on any future content, and leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Let us know what's up. Other than that, let's go ahead and dive right in, y'all. Let's get it!
给大家展现一下激光闪电效果，不要怕，
Finally found it,
这
y'all.
个只
This
是
is how
灯
it's
光
made.
效果。
I said don't disturb you, I'm cleaning a room!
Yeah, he's just trying to get his neighbor's phone number, so we created that.
¡Hey! ¡Ya, vente, vente!
No. Oh my gosh. Because of Pinocchio, I used to have dreams I would get swallowed by
¡Ya, vente,
whales.
vente!
It's just terrifying looking.
Tranquilo, agarra el bote, agárralo, tranquilo, agárralo.
That's not AI
Agárralo,
either.
agárralo, no te subas, agárralo. Agárrate de la cuerdita.
He's
Agárrate
a
de mi
YouTube fat.
cuerdita. Tranquilo, agárrate de mi cuerdita. Agárrate de mi cuerdita de atrás, no me tumbes, no me tumbes. Eso,
Gordita
tranquilo,
crunch.
tranquilo. Tranquilo. Vamos, vamos.
Mira, mira, mira. This is insane. Polar bears are the most dangerous. But if y'all saw a hippo and a polar bear, I think a hippo would win.
¡Michel! ¡Ayúdame!
Damn, are they making another sequel to Home Alone? And they have the Pigeon Man. That's weird. How would I go backwards? That means get out the water.
The black fire is one of the rarest and most fascinating phenomena on Earth. This unique flame has the particularity of absorbing light, giving it the appearance of a black hole. To generate it, all you need is a flammable liquid such as alcohol. It burns with an almost transparent blue flame which turns yellow when a saline solution is added. This phenomenon is due to the sodium atoms in the salt, which lose an electron. These atoms then emit a yellow light. This occurs according to a principle similar to that of old sodium vapor street lamps. When this flame is illuminated by a sodium vapor lamp, it appears to absorb the emitted light and turns black. This phenomenon is explained by the fact that the lamp and the flame emit light at the same frequency. This frequency causes the electrons in the flame to reabsorb the light, returning them to their fundamental state. Despite its dark appearance, the black fire retains its heat and combustible properties. This intriguing phenomenon perfectly illustrates the mechanisms of light absorption and emission at the atomic scale, a spectacular demonstration of the laws of physics and their beauty.
I've never seen that before. I like it.
Okay, guys. So
Right down. Oh my god. Some dogs get tied up before, but never eagles. Yeah, he didn't show no more video. That would have been hard to get those things apart. Oh my god. What the heck? How did I take that apart?
Hey
Hey, you guys are watching Bird Up, the worst show on television.
Whoa! Whoa! Hello! Oh my goodness! Whoa! Oh my goodness! It's here, it's everywhere.
The Northern Lights, baby.
I've never seen anything like this, guys. Look at this. How big that storm is, how big that one is, the big one coming from and that's the big one people are talking about, California. Then you look out here to the East Coast, and then this. How are there giant storms across the entire planet? And that's for February 14th. Let's look a little bit more in the future. And we talked about this before, February 16th. Look at the size of this, guys. Stretching from the East Coast to Europe. Just thought I'd give you guys another heads up. February 18th. Look at the size of this storm, guys. Touching coast to coast across continents. February 20th.
Ruh-roh.
And possibly the worst day of them all, February 21st. Look at the size of this, guys. Coming for Europe, United Kingdom, and Ireland. So, prediction, February is going to be very messy in terms of weather, guys. Just a heads up. But really, guys, legitimately, I've never seen anything like this. Boom, 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 boom. 5 monster storms. What do you guys think? Is this normal? Or is something else going on here?
Weather seeding.
This morning, extraordinary video of the Navy jet crashing into the San Diego Bay. Watch again as it plunges nose down into the water. And hear a distant image from a nearby surveillance camera.
They advised that it did land in the water. There's Navy boats now searching the water.
An immediate search launched for the 2 pilots after parachuting from the aircraft, rescued within 1 minute by a tourist fishing boat.
They went to the hospital to get treatment, and at that point we just assisted with perimeter for this large debris field that's out here.
The $67 million Navy jet was attempting a landing on North Island Naval Air Station off Coronado Beach. As it came to the end of the runway, it started a go-around. The pilots headed back up, and that's when they ejected, landing in the bay, avoiding potential catastrophic casualties. That is Shelter Island, just a few hundred yards from the point of impact.
As the pilots ejected, it forces the nose of the aircraft down. If they had waited just a fraction of a second longer, that nose-down impact could have been into a crowded San Diego neighborhood.
Wow. It's like what happened on the new Captain America movie.
Hey, bud. Can I give you a little advice?
On Indian Ocean, I believe.
If somebody's in a hole fishing it, it's a little bit rude to walk into the same hole and fish it.
Fuck you.
No manners.
So we're out tide pooling today?
I thought he was golfing over there. I was like, what is Tiger Woods golfing in the ocean for?
Look, it straight up looks like a Pokemon. It's neon, purple, and orange. I have to know what this is. Does anybody know what this little guy is? He's so cute and different. And I think that's his top. And those are his antennae. But how is this real? What is this? Help, please.
Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane.
Right, guys, we've got a bit of an interesting bit of footage here. A strange atmospheric phenomenon off the coast of Miami. It was first reported as a UFO sighting in nature, which technically it could be, but whatever this is a very odd shape and a very odd appearance. I mean, it looks like there's some sort of mist down the back there, maybe a bit of sunlight above. So I don't know whether there's some sort of mirage happening here or some sort of weird shape it's presenting itself. I mean, some of you are probably going to say I don't even need to say what it looks like because it's a very interesting thing. But yeah, there was quite a few people that saw this apparition and then it vanished abruptly. So I don't know, mate. You guys let me know what you think. I thought this was interesting enough to talk about because very unique.
You sound like you're from London. Yeah.
We now have proof that teleportation can happen, and they just did it. Some of the biggest things people wonder is time travel possible? Is teleportation possible? I mean, imagine if you could teleport. I already know what some of y'all would be doing. Breaking news, in literally the last few hours, researchers at Oxford University in the UK have actually managed to achieve teleportation. The way they've done this is actually through a quantum supercomputer, which brings the era of quantum computing and some crazy stuff right now. What they did was manage to teleport a large amount of data from one place to another rapidly, like I'm talking instant. It's very complicated how they did this in the sort of technical terms and probably won't make any sense to you. But the dumbed down version is they managed to teleport a mass piece of data from one place to another instantly.
That was weeks ago, motherfucker!
Of course, we're still a way off from being able to physically teleport ourselves to another location, but because of this finding, it is genuinely possible, which is mad to even say. We might not be there yet, but we are definitely a step closer now, and it could actually happen in the next few years.
Was the
More's going to come out about this, a lot more
transported,
research,
or
so
the
as always,
actual
I'll keep you
information?
This is a really weird image of space because these bright things, they're all the same thing. This is one object duplicated 6 times. Weird. This is the first ever example of what scientists are now calling an Einstein zigzag. I'm not sure that I see the zigzag. I guess it would be like this, but that's what the scientists named it. So Einstein, over 100 years ago, had this idea that light traveling through space would have to bend around gravitationally huge objects, and it could take multiple paths, and therefore create a duplicate image. And he was, of course, right. He's Einstein. And we've seen this effect, which is a type of gravitational lensing, in the shape of a ring, and of a cross, and just general duplicates. But 6 is crazy. So what's duplicated is a quasar, which is a very, very bright galactic core. It's the center of a galaxy. And as its light is traveling towards Earth, it's being bent by the gravity of 2 separate galaxies. So it's taking all of these paths for that light to reach us. We're seeing those paths. We're seeing 6 images. And this happens because the fabric of space-time is bendy. Massive things can bend it, and light curves with it.
What tools would you have to even grasp that concept?
So somebody posted a video of a Chinese J-20 stealth fighter jet carrying 8 PL-15 missiles that were mounted on 4 separate nodes on the bottom of the aircraft. I think this was posted on the Red Note app, but I can't verify for sure because I don't have the Red Note app on my phone or any other device that I own. But check out this, what it says at the end of the video.
小红书?
小红书?
Are you sure about that?
Feng Shui. Do it without the trampoline, then we'll be impressed. Yeah. God dang.
Where are we?
What? That can't be real. No way. He said aliens have landed.
Just mid! It was mid! It was mid! It was nothing spectacular! Kendrick fans were just glazing him!
It's okay. It's okay.
Drake's had enough!
Leave Brittany alone!
Chill.
Get him a woke space. Or whatever the spaces are
So
called.
check this out, y'all. I guess this is their way of revealing these underground cities to us. So y'all know how Elon Musk is exposing everything, right? Well, he just exposed this huge underground city full of limestones where the retirement applications get processed. Yes, y'all, this huge underground mine that they're calling Time Warp is where retirement applications go and get processed. Check this out.
It's a limestone mine where we store all the retirement paperwork. And you look at a picture of this mine. We'll post some pictures afterwards. And this mine looks like something out of the 50s because it was started in 1955. So it looks like it's like a time warp. And then the speed, the limiting factor is the speed at which the mine shaft elevator can move determines how many people can retire from the federal government. And the elevator breaks down and then sometimes, and then nobody can retire.
Nah.
Doesn't that sound crazy?
I'm sure you guys have plenty questions. Like, why is retirement application being processed underground in a huge underground mine that they're calling Time Warp? And predicated upon if the elevator works or not depends on how many people can retire. What is going on here? How come we never knew about this?
Why? Oh my god, he went dead weight this time.
Is he passed out? Oh. That's cool. I like that. Let me get one of those.
You gotta go down.
Is that a putt-putt course? Uh-oh.
Oh, fais gaffe à la barre. Fais gaffe, il y a la barre.
Oh.
Nice job, Bill. Not.
Ah, la barre. La belle barre. Ça va?
And I saw last night or this morning, there's another Black Hawk down, man. Whatever's going on, just be safe. What is that, carrots? No, there's no way that these people would be doing this, because that would hurt so bad if you fell. He's got to be fast forwarding this. That's awesome though. See all those sticks? Like you hit one of those and fly forward.
Check this out. Come on.
I've been there, I've done that. Okay. What do y'all think?
Y'all, I'm not even joking. We got another blizzard coming. It's February 13th. And this is obviously for the Midwest and for the East Coast, because as time goes on, it keeps moving further and further south. Literally, right when I thought winter was done, we have another polar vortex moving in. Y'all, it's been like 70 and 80 degrees here in South Carolina. And also, there's something weird going on in Your Bag Central I want to look at in a minute. And not only that, and I mean really, not only that, in the Midwest it's calling for negative 30 average temperatures, and in the East Coast, negative 15 average temperatures. And another funny thing, that this storm will last basically 2 days over every state. And here is the realm of possibility, but keep in mind it keeps moving further and further south. It'd be insane if Florida had snow again. And you know, it makes sense, because you know we've had 16,000 earthquakes in Greece in the span of only 10 days. And more seismic activity in Area 51. And to be honest, I don't know if I'm buying all of this. I don't know what their angle is, but something's fishy. And so we have the Gulf of Many Names right here. It's weird how everyone's attention is right on it, considering it's literally the origin of all the Dior bags that's been going on lately. Why would they go back and randomly change a name? It seems like everyone's focus is supposed to be here. Like maybe gathering energy. By the way, what in the world is happening right behind me? And this is just fun. I'm being stupid. You should know that.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, like a mother. But some narrow steps.
Grab me that creature. But
Look at this fat ass, giant, morbidly obese squirrel.
The squirrel's name is Clutch, because he's always getting that nut.
I find out I don't think nukes are even real.
I said she was the bomb.
What? We got to dive into that. So what made you have that position?
Actually looking into it, the facts around all of it are insane. So Hiroshima and Nagasaki, I think they were all bombed, but they weren't even in the top 10 most bombed. Did you know that?
No.
Tokyo was way more bombed. They weren't even top 10. And the Japanese didn't surrender because of that. It was because the Russians just went into Manchuria and there was no fallout. The fallout was what scared me. I'm like, okay, so it's going to poison the water and the air forever and ever. And then my dad did a speech in Hiroshima or something and I was scared about the fallout. Yeah. And it's like, oh no, there's no fallout. And then I realized that they never even evacuated. And then I started looking into nuclear bombs and I'm like, so where is the proof? And then right here in Nevada, they used to blow all of them up. There's no fallout. So I'm like, oh, it's like a psyop. And that's why I'm not even trying to push it on people that they're fake because I see the game theory of it where it's like, I have a gun under the table, so do I, let's not go to war. But the fear of it was nuts growing up. There's really no evidence that they exist as described.
Have you heard the theory that you can't get a sunburn if you're not wearing sunglasses?
Alexis explained that to me. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. She was explaining to me how, there's an important, mechanism where you have to be, if you're exposed to UV light, it's not good to block the UV light in the eyes and only get it on the skin. That's how your skin develops those basal cell anomalies where you get skin cancer and stuff like that.
Melanopsin.
Yes. Yes, exactly. So it's not good if you're outside all day to be wearing sunglasses because you're blocking your light, your eyes from creating that melanopsin from the UV light. You need to have that balance. And that's why Jack tells everybody to take off their sunglasses because he thinks that that's probably like one of the biggest problems with people getting skin cancer and general health problems. I mean, his whole idea about health is that exposure to UV light and getting out of artificial light is like the top thing for human health.
Yeah.
He was explaining how food and hyper processed foods and diet is like 3 or 4 down the ladder, down the rung as far as like low hanging fruit to improve our health. And he was explaining that like essentially, which I think you made a good point about in the podcast I listened to you with, was that, we exist today like human beings with the development of technology and us being inside all the time under these artificial lights is almost the equivalent of orcas at SeaWorld being inside these big tanks all the time.
Think about it.
You know what's really crazy? There is no proof that anything in history ever happened. Nobody alive today can prove anything 100 years ago happened because none of us were alive. On top of that, every story in history is edited because that's what people do. We lie. 100 years from now, everything that's happening right now is going to be converted into some kind of lie. Hell, half of us being lied about right now while it's happening. Dinosaurs, the Big Bang, the invention of the calendar, every historical figure. Quite literally all of our life is he said, she said. If that's not more motivation for you to stop giving a fuck and just do what you want to do, I don't know what is. Nothing matters, nothing is real, and literally none of us knows what's going on whatsoever. We are a bunch of creatures floating on a rock in the middle of space where the only thing we know is that we are going to die at some random point that we can't determine, bro. Just have fun.
Yeah. Smile. Be nice.
In a 347-kilometer long Mexican cave deep underwater, researchers have discovered a mysterious skull, implanted with an electronic microchip like in a science fiction movie. And this huge cave consists of 250 pits formed naturally and contains 198 ruins, of which 140 ruins belonged to the Mayans. Now, researchers found a human skull lying in limestone, and inside the skull was a metal plate. Now, Mexican archaeologist Pedro Sunchi confirmed the discovery and said without a shadow of a doubt that this skull actually was implanted with an artificial device. Now, the researchers thought it was just a regular metal plate embedded into the skull, but after further research, they discovered it's actually something completely different. Now, the researchers, they decided not to talk about it because the technology at the time was not in line with our understanding. According to Sunchi, this is a microchip that was implanted around 12,000 years ago. Because the case is top secret, no one knows why the electronic chip was implanted. Let me know what you think in the comments.
That's an interesting story. Another fact check on that.
Someone tell me what this is. This is my security camera. Okay?
What the shit?
You can see me over here in the white nightgown, facing the window. What is that keeps being seen in my security camera? Does anyone know what that looks like or what that could be? That keeps showing up behind me in my security camera.
Archangel.
This is about the 3rd time it has shown up. I've checked the security cameras over and over again, and it only shows up behind me. It is not showing up behind anyone else. And of course, you can see it's my security camera because I've got right here at the line of the camera.
Oh, she needs a fucking exorcism.
And this is the full size of the photo. Now, this is me over here in the white gown facing the window again. What is that shadow that keeps coming up behind me? My security camera is catching it every time about the hours between 3 and 4 a.m. That is the only time my camera is showing that.
That's weird. That's cool. Why?
Follow me for your dose of nightmare fuel.
I mean, it could be a good thing. It could be a guardian angel.
What the fuck is that?
Glass half full.
Dude, what in the fuck? Look at the size of that thing.
That's a fucking lobster,
God
man.
damn,
It's
it's
not a
crawdad
crawdad.
ever.
Yeah, it's a crawdad. That sucker is huge.
There's nothing more badass than the Bagger 293. Bagger 293 is a giant bucket wheel excavator made by the German industrial company Tackraf. It holds the Guinness World Record for the tallest terrestrial vehicle, shared with its sister, the Bagger 288. The 293 is 96 meters tall, 225 meters long, and it weighs just about 14,200 tons, or 31 million pounds. The excavator requires 5 operators, 24 hours per day. Officially, the Bagger 293 can move 240,000 cubic meters of soil per day, thanks to 18 buckets attached to the 21-meter wheel, each of which can hold over 15 cubic meters of material. The machine is powered by an external power source providing 16.56 megawatts. Active since 1995, the 293 is the ultimate mining staple.
I don't know how hard it is to move that thing from place to place. Since it took so long to get 35 done.
What's up, buddy? Got a little rock? What's up? Oh, you can give me a rock?
Which dogs had hands like that? Sea otters are awesome. That's what I want to come back as. If I'm an animal. I love being in the water.
There you go.
I was like, damn, what's the matter, girl? Looks like that. Oh, I'm not even gonna say it.
I got these slides on. Oh, you think you won't get smoked in some slides?
This is hilarious.
Hold on. Don't cheat me. Don't cheat me.
That's how I was with Clyde.
What y'all talking about? Put my...
Yeah, you better. Lock them hose in. 4-wheel drive. I wonder how many people that woke up. That's awesome.
This lady in Congress apparently was suing Starbucks because they weren't listing the ingredients on their drinks.
Oh, gosh.
And the pumpkin spice latte had the active ingredient of ammonia in it.
Oh!
Why? They use it for food coloring.
No
To make it orange. Yeah. So
There's gotta be a better way.
In Europe, they list the ingredients and they use, I believe, carrot or beets or something. It's like a natural food coloring. But the U.S. Starbucks was using an ingredient that included ammonia in the pumpkin spice lattes to make them orange looking.
What are we doing?
Yeah, why?
I wonder why everyone's dying of cancer. Because we're drinking ammonia.
Yeah, and that's on purpose. That has to be on purpose.
Yeah, because it's the cheaper option.
And there's no way they just cut it out. It's the middle of fall. You know how many millions of gallons they have of that stuff probably?
Oh my gosh.
Well, I got pumpkin spice lattes.
Remember that clip of George Bush Sr. throwing up
Yeah.
at the thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did you see the video clip, the news clip that happened afterwards?
I think so.
It was really weird. I watched this video about it, but they said, one, it was super weird that when he started throwing up, his wife put a towel over his face.
Yeah.
Like, and so he's just like... This lady in Congress apparently was suing Starbucks because they weren't listing the ingredients on their drinks.
Oh gosh.
And
Look how many are down there.
The most powerful telescope in space just released a brand new image, and it's one of the best of all time. This, someday, is going to be a planetary system, which is a fancy way of saying this is going to be its own solar system. This is so cool. What you're seeing is an edge-on disk. It's this dark area, and inside here is a star, or potentially binary star, so 2 stars, and this entire thing is only 500,000 years old. Our solar system is 4.5 billion years old, and this disk is going to form planets and moons. This is only 450 light years away in the constellation Taurus. This is exactly how we formed, which is also why all of the planets in our solar system are on pretty much the same plane. Like the dust and gas rolled up like a snowball with gravity gluing it together. This disk is about 64 billion kilometers in diameter. This is huge. And it has these giant jets that are coming from the inner region of the disk, or potentially the star or stars themselves. These jets are moving up to 300 kilometers per second. This was actually discovered by Hubble in 1996. And this is an insane picture because if aliens were to have taken a photo of our solar system about 4.5 billion years ago, it would have looked just like this. We're also just looking at limitless.
So this is reminding me of like when you collapse the bubble underneath the water. You know, it kind of reminds me of this, but it almost looks like the light is what's collapsing the star or bending it to give it the gravity, you know?
This potential. Who knows what will happen on the planets that form here someday? Maybe someday they'll take a photo of other planets forming.
I'm getting hyper.
Whoa. What the hell is going off?
The Christmas lights, man. Starting to take things too literal. It's kind of like that projector we saw in the beginning, but it's weird how they just dim out like that, right? I wish I knew exactly where she was, but I don't.
It's gone.
She's on the outskirts. You can see all the bright light from the city on the cloud.
Oh shit. Nee, nee.
That's odd.
Yep. I told him to be
Sylvie.
careful, and fucking first thing he does, he runs her into the mud. Is just gone in it, spinning the fucking tires, burning the engine. Thing's probably fucked at this.
Look at this. This is a time lapse over the past hour showing a debris basin filling up fast in the Bailey Canyon area of Sierra Madre. This is in the Eaton Fire Burn area. We've looped the video, but you can see multiple surges of water and debris flowing into that basin. That basin doing what it was designed for, keeping that mud and debris from going any further. Take a look at this. This is.
Yeah, I've been sending Alan videos like crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's really cool.
I don't remember that.
Blood squirt from like a.
I mean, Alan doesn't want to go, so like.
Like Freddy versus Jason.
Okay, what the fuck is that?
I don't know what that was. That was a weird video. That was a big one. I feel like I could do this as a job. I think that's AI though. Look at that water coming out the mouth. Oh fuck. That makes me nervous just watching it, dude. Look at those claws, man. You look like a nice little snack.
So Area 51 just got hit by an earthquake. Or did it? Well, there's nothing showing up on the USGS of an earthquake happening at Area 51. And you see all these marks here? Take a screenshot of it and come and ask me about it. Y'all know about M Cave, but do you know that there's several locations too? What about this testing spot? Oh, look at all these holes right here. Oh, ain't that interesting. Just to give you an idea, that's 545 feet each hole. And as you tell, there's a whole lot of them. Oh yeah, and don't forget about Area 6, that's right there next to it. Oh, and don't forget to the southeast you have the Dense Plasma Focus Facility. So let's check out one of the M caves. As you see here, this is one that you can drive semi-trucks into. Here's the other one. Again, you can drive semi-trucks into. Look at the size of the trucks here, and they can pull in and out of this. And then you have a hiker that, went missing. He found an M cave that you could walk into. So when I go live, ask me about this stuff. I'm an open book to it. Take care. God bless.
I have to check him out more. I like that.
I accidentally came across this on the Library of Congress's website, and this makes so much sense to me. I've never seen this. You guys might have already seen this, but this is a square and stationary Earth map done by a professor in the 1800s.
It just makes no fucking sense. I mean, it's just bullshit.
It makes total sense of the four angels at the four corners of the Earth. It has our circular, flat, stationary Earth. It has the Polaris, North Pole, and then the projections of the sun and moon. And this can be interpreted as the donut Earth or the torus field. And this would make sense of Drake's bowl. And this would tie into the Bible verses about the potter and the potter's wheel. And this would tie into the signet rings, which if you don't know, they're rings that stamp patterns into clay or wax. And this makes sense of the ice wall. And this makes sense of the pouring out of the bowls at the end. They're probably pouring out giant bowls into our giant bowl. Scientists attribute the equatorial bulge to the rotation of the Earth, but the simple answer for this would just be that the sun is directly over those parts, so it's warmer and it expands, making the sea levels slightly higher.
Why would there be ice around that wall then? Whoa.
Son, what?
He said, screw that stinky leg.
Slap at that bass, man. I slap at that bass.
Please don't do that.
He's slapping the bass, man. Slap that bass, son. That gave me goosebumps, man. Got me a little.
This might be the most significant scientific discovery we have made in the history of life. We have found on an asteroid signs of life. I don't know how more people aren't talking about this, but this paper was published on January 29th, and the title seems pretty benign, right? Nitrogen-rich soluble organic matter. So is it just nitrogen that was found on this asteroid? The answer is no. Not only did they not just find nitrogen, for example, ammonia is very, very simple, but they also found 14 of the 20 amino acids found in terrestrial biology on this asteroid. That basically is the foundation of life in a warm environment, wet environment. They also found all 5 nucleobases of DNA and RNA. That means if these nucleobases combined together, they could have produced proteins. And not only that, if RNA exists, that means there was some sort of transcription that happened. If DNA was also found. If this research holds to be completely verified, then it pretty much confirms the theory of panspermia as one of the primary ways that life could have started on Earth, in which an asteroid from another planet carrying life or some other terrestrial body carrying life smashed into Earth and in a warm, wet environment was able to quickly convert those amino acids and proteins into life. I've always considered this as a primary way that life could have potentially started on Earth, and that paper, along with these discoveries, actually makes me feel like we might not be so alone in the universe after all.
Yeah, that would just be the strangest thing. A lot of wasted space, in my opinion. That's creepy. I wouldn't know what to do. Probably do that. That's funny, perfect timing.
This man got the right dentist, that's all I'm gonna say. The dentist is out.
Yeah, too much Xanax and alcohol. Started acting a fool. That's it? It's really not that much anymore. Like, I don't know why, like... Like, what if you had a medical condition? You would not want to do that.
This man got the right dentist, that's all I'm gonna say. Dentist is on point.
People just don't know when to shut up.
for the first time in my life, I don't like what I'm seeing.
Breaking news has been confirmed as TikTok and Microsoft have made a deal for over $10 billion for Microsoft to get rights to the TikTok platform, including the content creators. Microsoft will have full autonomy for every single TikTok creator, including their likeness, and will be able to use said likeness in their AI that they're developing, therefore getting rid of all TikTok creators and the creator fund, in which they will not get paid anymore, but their likeness and their content will continue to be used on. This is in the terms and conditions, apparently, that TikTok made every creator sign, and Microsoft will be able to take advantage of that loophole using every single creator's likeness without their permission.
Did this man solve the strain of shoveling forever?
That might be dangerous.
This Portuguese guy got tired of shoveling being heavy on his back, so he came up with the genius solution. By attaching an additional handle, he could shovel standing up. It took us only 5,000 years to improve this tool.
An aquarium in Japan says putting fake people in front of a lonely sunfish has managed to cheer it up. Kakioken Aquarium tried the bizarre tactic after the sunfish appeared unwell when the attraction closed for renovations. One worker thought the sunfish was missing visitors and suggested the aquarium put cardboard cutouts and uniforms up in front of the tank to create the illusion of people looking in. Despite other staff being skeptical about its chances of success, it actually worked. Taking to social media, the aquarium happily revealed that the sunfish now seems to be in good health again.
Interesting. Well, hey, what's up, y'all? Just doing it a little bit different today. I got a QR code over here for y'all. Enjoy some Starbucks on me. There's only a limited amount on there, so enjoy it while it's there or while it lasts. Just thank y'all so much. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't, so you don't miss out on any future content. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let us know what's up. Other than that, we will see y'all next time. All right, y'all. Peace.
But you